Welcome back to Workforce Titans, dude. How we feeling?
I'm good. Dubs, don't point at me and shit today. I hate this new seat. My back was to him. I didn't know what was happening.
Oh, yeah.
Now he gives me signals and shit.
John's big-ass head's in my way.
Nah, I mean, we're here now, but
we're good.
He moved from here to there. Okay.
We got a esteemed guest, John Phillips. How we feeling, dude?
I'm good, man.
Good, chilling?
Very good.
Very good.
Yeah, I'm very
Dude, you're the most on-time black guest we've ever had.
I told you I come.
Yeah,
Black people are always on time, man.
That's it's debatable. We have records.
What's wrong with your clock?
True. I don't know. I don't have it in me to be late. You're always punctual though. Yeah. Every time I've gotten to a black show, you're always drinking punch in the corner.
Well, I rely
scoping the bitches.
Sometimes when it comes to money, not saying this situation, but when it comes to money, I'm always there because I don't want to give my money to nobody.
I feel you on that.
Fucking right.
Where did you? Oh, you did that sex show with me and Tata. Remember that one? Weren't you there?
The freak one?
Yeah.
The one you go downstairs in the basement?
Yeah. Weren't you there with me? Wasn't it me, you, and Tata? Weren't you there?
Driz
was bouncing around that joint.
And,
yeah, right?
And another comedian was
that
there.
the freaky white guy. He looks like what's his name?
And he tied him up, and put liquid on the.
It was not ideal.
I mean, not liquid. They lit candles.
Yeah, the wax
and spread it all over the bull back.
It was fucked up. They were burning the white guy. I was like, this ain't cool, man.
I mean, it was payback.
Yeah, I mean, kind of had it covered. Don't get me started on the Jews and shit, dude. You know what I mean?
They're horsing around.
You smoke, bro?
Before I left, I'm good. I left. Before I left the house, I was watching a documentary about catching Bin Laden. That got me fired up. You know what I mean?
Is that on Netflix?
Yeah, I was watching it, and I'm like, I'm not a conspiracy theory guy, but I know there was some horsing around. But I don't know. It was fun to watch them hunt him down.
Yeah, dude. They shot him in the face and shit. Didn't they just roll him off the side of the boat too?
Allegedly, right?
Yeah.
Didn't they say they
put him in the water like they did at Megatron?
They
just dumped him right in the ocean.
Dumped him right in the ocean.
Saddam got the whole public hanging and shit.
He
right?
got like a knife up the ass or something.
Yeah, they hung him. They
really
but
get
like,
into the business.
Bin Laden, they just rolled off the boat.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
I think they create who they want to be terrorists. Like we don't find nothing about these guys until CNN put them up.
Yeah,
yeah.
He had an untrustworthy face though.
And over there, they're the shit. Like they got millions of people love them motherfuckers over there. So how are we so right and they're so wrong? Who knows, bro? You know?
I always say America's right. You know, you gotta ride with your team. But what are you gonna do?
But you were saying about they was gonna close the borders, but they don't come across the border. They go underneath.
They're digging holes. Yeah. I just listened to a podcast about that border czar, that guy, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, he's such a dick.
He seems like a real cunt. Yeah. But I'm like, who else are you gonna have in charge of the border? You can't have a nice guy.
Yeah, but even him, like I can't. He'll like, I've seen little girls rape. Like, dude, come on, look, just shut the fuck up.
He was really. I had to fast forward.
These dudes, they love the camera, bro.
Yeah,
like he's one of them guys that he loves the camera. Like, you know what I mean? Also,
if I will say, if I'm stopping people from doing, if you're raping kids and I'm stopping you, I'm on camera. And I'm bragging.
But the real heroes ain't on camera. They don't want to be on camera. You know? It's the same thing. Like motherfuckers donate shit, whatever, and then all on the gram giving a homeless guy $100. Like, come on, bro. Like, just give him $100. Just enjoy yourself, right? Enjoy the feeling.
They got to be like,
yo, look at me,
like,
right?
Yeah, I never got that.
Yo, me and my wife do shit with. Tip waitresses, waiters. If a waitress is pregnant, we'll slide 100 and shit because we got money like that now. So we'll slide 100 and shit. But like that's it. Like we don't post it. We don't say it. We don't even get their name. We get out of there before they get back to the table just to like make somebody's fucking day. That's the best. Right? That's the way to do it.
If I tip big, I'm walking up and putting it in her shirt. Right in her face.
Like this, right in the lip. Right in the lips. Like, you gotta get
it. Put it between my balls and my dick. Have at it.
But yeah, that's always the gay shit, man. They love that shit. Even, and now I'm talking about it, but I do the Ivy Hill Saints is up the street from the crib, right? And I say all the time, like, I live in Springfield, Montgomery County. I'm not donating to you motherfuckers. You don't need money.
Yeah.
So I go up off Cheltenham Ave. My boy went to high school with a coach up there. I donate to them. He was like, yo, we're giving you a plaque and shit. I was like, yo, make that shit anonymous, bro. Like, I don't want to be up there like the white guy in fucking at the thing, like, you are welcome. You know what I mean?
You could do shit. You could do shit for you, like it feels good for you, like you want to do it. You don't have to rub it in my wife's.
Do you rub it in Tiff's face? That's what I would do.
Nah,
rub it in Zoe's face.
The thing. Yo, my bitch knows what's up. She knows I do something nice. I get the pussy, bro. She
BSO in the chat said, man, this brother looks like mutated Tracy Morgan. You can't imagine already, John.
But yo, it's
I get that all the time, little smart bitch.
I had a fucked up week, man. stressed the fuck out, and even I could feel the heat. The one morning, like she wanted some bird, right? I could feel the heat, and I was like, I just got up and went to work.
She wanted what?
She wanted the bird, bro. She wanted to get fucked with my wife. Yeah,
that's what y'all call it.
We talk pussy.
Yeah,
we're talking pussy on here.
No, I don't know how y'all. I don't know the white terms.
Cock, bird.
Yeah. I'm
the bird.
I'm a little different of a white guy too. I kind of got my own thing going, but
He's Jewish.
Yeah, I'm part of the gang and shit.
I've been calling him Catholic for years.
But yeah, I can feel the heat, and I just like got up and I was like, yo, I'm fucking out of here, right? I've been waking up. Motherfuckers owe us money and shit. It's been stressful. But I texted her. I was like, yo, like, it ain't you, it's me, baby girl. You know what I mean? I got a lot going on. And then, of course,
I can't give you stress,
she always holds it down. She's like, yo, I know. Like, you got this shit, blah, blah, blah. And then, bruh, we got in the car. We left the cigar bar. You know my spot. Fucking, we were supposed to leave at 10. Shit wound up being like 12. We leave. She said, yo, what are you looking at me like that for? And bruh, just suck me off on the way home.
Oh, my God.
Driveway and all.
Fishbowl or tent?
Oh, no, dog, just straight up in the fishbowl.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. No tent. Like,
no tent in the car.
Yeah, we got the.
See, white people could do shit like that.
Yeah, that's true.
And it was late. Like, I didn't know.
Because we too graphic when we get like black people too great. Like,
well, it's hard to drive while having a Tim on some lady's head. The cop's like, what's going on here?
Right, they go.
I'm just saying, I was.
What's that guy doing?
Yo, don't sleep on me. I was smacking ass and shit like that. Like I was.
Gotta put a finger in the butt while you're driving.
You know what I mean? But yeah, bro.
No, I ain't sticking no finger in the ass. Not if she ain't prep it. If she ain't prep her ass. If she ain't prep her ass and you out, that shit might have a mesquites.
I will roll the dice.
Man,
I don't care if she's just walking around
some
all
shit
day.
come out, it might be some Reese Pieces on your thumb.
I ain't fucking with it either. We don't.
I've had poop on.
Hey man, you got.
Yo, that's him. So we've had this conversation on here a bunch. Like,
he's a plumber. So.
I'm a plumber, bro, for 20 years. I see the business end of that. I don't touch the butthole. I don't go near it. I don't fuck with I don't want my butthole touched. I'm so
stay
against,
away from my ass. I'm not into that at all.
But even my wife, like not even fucking close, dog.
Really?
You know what I mean? Yeah, dude.
I know, but it's like it's so shocking to me.
I'm pulling curb traps out and shit.
So you like the bowling ball?
Sometimes, yeah. If I'm feeling crazy.
I mean,
I hit Zoe with a Mother's Day bowling ball last week.
Yeah,
I get that, but not when you out and about.
Well, I'm not gonna stick my finger in her ass for a McDonald's line. You know,
he would do some shit like that though.
Maybe just a horse.
He
around.
would do some shit. When she gonna play some order, she just jump. Yeah.
You want a 10-piece or a 20-piece? Yeah. She's been yelling at me since we had a kid. There's way less horsing around. I keep trying to. I'm a big if she's ahead of me on the stairs, you're getting fucking judo chopped in the ass. She's been yelling at me for that.
See, for us, that shit's the other way around. Like, she's always sticking her fucking with me. If I'm walking in front of her.
What's that called?
Get the fuck off me.
People used to say that in fucking school. They were like, cheese curl. Remember people do that? I'm like, I don't play that.
Fucking school was that?
Fucking white
people's
white
school.
sluts.
Hey, man. You get killed over some shit like that. Cheese curl, he's going
I'm going to kill a nice white lady for that?
Fuck, you imagine something like, hey, John, cheese curl. Nigga, you got to
girls
die.
Used to do that to each other.
You have to die. Fucking cheese curl.
I always say this is why the team, I went to Northeast. I went to public high school in Philly.
So I went to Lincoln.
Yeah. So I always say why the sports teams in my neighborhood where I live, they sucked. Because the no bullying policy and shit. Yeah. Like if you want to win football games, motherfuckers on this team got to be mean. They got to be ruthless. I remember them putting their nuts on people's heads and shit. Like we had dudes all from Ogons Avenue and shit that would get busted up the Northeast and they all played fucking football.
I used to be scared when I was on football. I was on the football team for 1 week. They was like, bring the ugly nigga out. I said, nope.
You're not Tracy Morgan looking motherfucker.
He's like, bring his ass right out here. What position he playing? Don't worry about it. Fucking worry about it. I said, it's rough out there, coach. I don't go out there. I said, they racist. They ain't saying that racist. You heard what he said. He said, bring the ugly motherfucker out. That's racist. Big ass lineman and shit. Man, fuck out of here. Hell no.
Yeah, I didn't play long neither because I would get high before practice every day. Like I was always smoking weed and smoking shit on the way there. And it was like, I was there because my boys were there. I made the team because I was semi-athletic. But I played 1 year, and I was like, yo, fuck.
Dude, I stopped after 1 year of high school because the dude who paid my position got busted in from Camden. And he had full beard, 20 neck veins. I'm like, I'm not waiting 3 years to just get cracked by this motherfucker every day. I remember I got weed to sell. I need a drink.
We had a deaf wide receiver. He was nice.
Yeah. Oh, I bet.
A deaf wide receiver. Yo, I ain't going.
He's like,
he was just like here.
He had to look at the. One day he had his head there, and I'm like, he still was in formation. Like, I had to come smack him in the back. Yo, cool.
He had hearing aids deaf or gone deaf.
He had to hear.
Yeah, sometimes they got to hear and they get a little bit out of it. You know what I mean? Yeah. I knew a couple dudes like that, but
the coach was like cussing him out. He knew he was like.
They start doing the deaf yell.
I hate that shit.
Yo, there's a whole deaf college out. They're somewhere out in the state, and they got a football team and shit like that. They bang a drum on the sideline and shit like that. Yeah, like for the line to go.
They used to have a meet and greet spot. There's some badass deaf bitches on Roosevelt Boulevard.
Oh my!
Miller Ale House. They used to do a meet and greet.
House.
They used to do a meet and greet there.
We love zingers, bro. My kids fuck with the zingers.
Dude, I love Ale House. I'll never forget.
Deaf meet and greet though. That's crazy.
Oh my God! I wish I could find a mute bitch. That'd be nice.
Wow.
I'd be into that. My deaf little sister used to come home every day from school and flick her hearing aids back on. She would just turn the bitches off all day in school.
Damn, that's
yeah, she was living.
That's a good move.
Dude, speaking of my deaf sister, Danny, I'm going to send you a picture.
You got a deaf sister?
Yeah.
We up here talking about deaf people the whole time. You got a fucking deaf person in your family?
We make fun of her.
I didn't say nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying you're supposed to.
Something's wrong with it.
Yeah, he got like 10 minutes on just fucking with that.
Yeah, all I do is make fun of my...
Yeah.
She's retarded as hell. Love her. God bless her. But dude, I got Danny. Is that working?
She got a different dad?
Yeah. I don't have any full siblings.
Oh, so that's why I'm
the only.
He had the deaf dick, and you had the other dad.
Yeah.
Yeah, he came with that deaf dick.
You look at my family. It's like 5'5", 5'6", 5'7", and then me, completely out of whack.
Yeah, that's. I don't have no full siblings either, bro. I got three sisters, but no full siblings.
There can be only one. I'm like the Highlander.
Yeah.
So are you.
I'm the sober baby. My parents were in the program and shit. They had all the other kids fucked up.
Yeah, my mom.
They had me sober.
My mom was like, I was doing coke in Cancun, and then I came home, found out I was pregnant. Because my mom's got like a bunch of diseases, right? So she didn't think she could have. They were like, you're not gonna be able to have kids. That bitch had 4. Unbelievable. Damn. Look at this. So they went to a fucking my dad's friend from childhood. That's my mom, my retarded sister, the non-retarded sister.
All right, well, hold on.
And this
which one?
You can't tell.
Hold on, because they all
you
fucked
cannot
up.
tell. They all.
All right, hold on.
My main issue. I would think can we zoom in on the bodies?
The retarded
Look at the tits he put on my retarded sister.
The retarded sister will be
the glasses. While the left glasses.
I was heavy on the left at first. Now I'm on the right.
The green.
Yeah, that's the retarded one.
All right. So first I was heavy on the left, but then I moved to the right, bro.
Look at the fucking yams on my mom.
Yeah, well, it's titted out.
Unbelievable. My mom's not titted out though.
Listen,
and who's the other person on the other side?
That's two of my sisters and my mom in the middle.
Is she not retarded on the other side?
I mean, she's retarded, but not medically.
Why am I saying this shit, man?
It's fine.
Yo, we wrote people in the same shit.
Yeah, y'all definitely set me up for this shit.
I'm gonna use this. Well, my sister sent me the picture. Like, what the fuck?
Caricature.
I'm pretty sure my one sister has 3 tits.
This looked like an old lady next to her. The one in the green looked like a grandma. Yes. The one with the big glasses, she looks like the retarded one.
No, she's. Yeah. I mean, she's dumb as all hell, but goddamn.
Yeah, and they all look old.
So you had all sisters?
Huh? Yeah, I got a little brother, but he's lost in the sauce. No, he's actually not. He's like the only. I have my 2 older brothers overdosed, and then they were half brothers, and then my younger brother, he's just fucking engineer. He's got a chick right now. He has 2 bitches. He has his ex-girlfriend still lives in the house with him. So I'm like, I don't know what the fuck he's got going on up in Lancaster, but he's holding it down up there.
It's funny. I feel like every funeral I go to in my family or like people I know, there's a half sibling and a fitted in the back, like on his way to overdose.
Do your family watch this?
Yeah.
So they in the chat talking shit?
They're probably not in the chat. If my mom figures out how to add go into the chat, there's no fucking way. And I'd be blown away.
They ran his sister out of town because she ain't bad looking. So when she was in here, the chat ran. They were like, oh shit.
The boys are barking.
Yeah.
I had my mom and my sister in here.
Yeah, they ran her out of town.
They got hammered.
You grow up there by Lincoln? You from the Northeast?
No, I'm from West Philly.
Oh, from West Philly. Oh, okay.
But I couldn't get in trouble. So my mom sent me up to Lincoln. I ended up hiding guns in my locker for everybody. Yeah. So they was like, either tell us who it is or you get kicked out. And I was like, well, I'm out because I'm not telling shit.
Yeah.
No. They was paying me like $5-10 to hold guns in the locker.
$5?
$5 for guns.
That's a shitty rate. I'd be like, I guess.
Yo, you got to think too. When's this though?
Yeah, how old are you?
90s and shit.
Yeah,
how old are you?
I'm 46.
46? Yeah. God damn. You look good.
But that's what I'm saying. That's
beer body, man. Tequila.
Yo, $5-10. You get 5-6 pistols in there to Jew him. He's already adding it up by the end of the week. Now we're talking. You got to look at everything like 30 weeks later. I got
like a shelf made.
But some shit popped off, and they came to my class like, "Yo, open that shit." I said,
"Fuck."
I said, "Huh? Open that shit now." I said, I opened it and ran to the bus. I was like, whatever happens. Yeah. I don't want to be a part of
you guys.
How hard is it to do the combination on the locker?
Bro, when you nervous, when you nervous, it's like the town. No gun to the head, but you felt like it was over here. I'm like,
when you know somebody's about to get smoked, you're like, fuck, man, I'm an accessory to this shit. I opened the locker.
In the town, the principal puts his hand on your
like
hand.
3 times. I'm like, they were like, you sure this is shit? I'm like, yeah.
The principal's got to put his hand on your hand, like, calm down, relax.
Well, that's funny. So it's Northeast. All the brothers that came from Northeast were all Ogontz Ave, like uptown dudes.
Uptown people. Yeah. That's the ones without the guns in my locker. Uptown people.
Yeah, they all came up there.
It's so funny to bring the gun and then just leave it in a locker. Put it in a bush.
They had some shit the size of this fucking this mic stand. Bro. I said, I don't even want to know what the fuck that is. I had Call of Duty shit.
I had to lie for like 2 years because I lived on Adams Avenue. And my mom was like, you ain't going to Fells. She was like, we're going to send you to Northeast. I had to lie about my address and shit like that. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's part of the gang. Dude.
Committing fraud.
Yeah, that's dude. Yo, so I woke up. My neighbor texted me as like, I heard a snap and I look in the backyard. He was like in the fucking neighbor's tree, like a big ass branch broke my fence. You know what I mean? Like it fell off.
Away from it didn't wreck any toilets, did it?
Nah, so right behind the toilet garden. I got a toilet garden.
He's got toilets out back.
And they got flowers in them and shit. Like my kids paint them and shit. I got like they're all like 100-year-old toilets. It's actually a nice fucking garden, right?
I thought it's nice.
So we just did the mulch too, and the fucking tree branch fell, broke the fence. And I looked at it this morning. I went out there, I like shoved it. I was like, yo, that ain't happening, right? I need to, I'm about to get all drunk later and go out there with a fucking saw.
Hit him with the chainsaw?
Yeah. But I said to Tiffany, I was like, yo, the fucking patio furniture's all fucked up. I was like, we need to drag that shit under that tree right now and call this insurance company. You know what I mean? I got like pretty nice patio. It's got holes in it.
Right.
But that's,
strike this from the record, Dave.
It came from your neighbor?
Yeah.
Your neighbor's tree?
Yeah, so that's an easy claim for me to go after
the neighbor got a tree, never like cuts that shit.
Yeah.
You could warn your neighbor, like, yo, can you cut it?
I got the coolest fucking, like, she's cool. She's like, all right, we like the tree. But before I put my addition on my crib, I was like, I hope that tree falls and hits the back of my house and fucks it up. Yeah. So fucking State Farm pays for this addition. Then I put $200,000 into the back of the crib, and I'm like, that tree better not fall on my fucking addition.
Pissed.
You know what I mean? So, but now it fucked up the fence, and that's the thing. Like,
fences are expensive.
If you go in the basement, like. Look, we ain't frauding, but like we're frauding, right? So like,
you fraud a little bit,
because he's just talking around like, I threw an extra 200 in the back. Black people don't talk like that.
Park the car out back. Park the car out back
from Walmart.
You go down in your basement, and shit's full of water. Take all the shit you want to be new and throw it down the steps, bro. You know
I'd have a 70-inch flat screen in the water.
These fucking fuck Nationwide
and my basement TV. Jake can suck it.
They fucking back in the day. You got away, like insurance claims were the shit.
Oh, dude, my parents.
But too many Jewish ladies and Puerto Rican ladies were rubbing tea bags on the ceiling for too long to make the shit look bigger. And then now, like, you gotta call a public adjuster. Like, the dudes that work for these insurance companies, dog, that guy makes $80,000 a year. Whether he writes you a claim or not, he don't give a fuck, right?
Sometimes they'll help you.
Sometimes, but the public adjusters, they don't make no money unless you get money.
Right.
But the bad, like, public adjusters used to all have like short sleeve button up shirts, and they were all named Anthony for like 40 years. They were just scumbags.
Why ain't you put your dog underneath and tell the dog to play dead? Look what they did to my fucking dog.
Emotional stress and shit.
Now.
Yeah. Fucking right.
Fucked up.
I'll go home and whack that motherfucker and see what happens.
I was just talking to
just give him a smack on the top of the head.
A tree. There's a 9mm hole in this dog's head. They got a ballistics expert out there.
Tell me I'll get 12.5, bro. I'll go home and fucking smack that dog.
Dog money, yeah, dude. I don't know. I was just talking to Del Calo about this. Every dad has an animal in the house they want to die. I was at Del Calo's the other day, and he's like, I just want this dog to die so bad. He's just staring at his dog.
Especially sometimes dogs get old, they run their course, bro.
Once a dog starts fucking shitting everywhere, it's no good.
You got loose bowels. Fuck no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
White people, like, all right, I'll say this about white people.
Be careful.
Y'all can have a full conversation near a pile of shit in your living room. By a dog.
Nah, so
can't do it.
I've been a plumber for.
You don't have a dog though.
No.
See,
I'm anti-dog.
So
I'm not anti-dog. It's just I can't bring them all.
I'm a little different on that because it's like I've been a plumber 20 years too, right? Dog shit gross, like smashed dog shit makes me gag. I can deal with sewers and toilets and stuff. I hate smashed dog shit. So we're on it. Like,
your dog know how to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, they're good. But we did have a dying dog for like a month. R.I.P. Howie, and he was doing some nut shit in the house, and like my wife kind of took care of that shit because dog shit, I'm not into it. Yeah, it's gross.
Yeah. When I was a kid, I couldn't do it. Like my parents had a dog, and I would get a shovel and just sling it into the neighbor's yard because I can't pick it up. No good,
man.
Well, it's funny too. Yeah, so
I posted on Twitter. My neighbor has a job box, the crackheads, and they've been, they annoy me. So every day I've been putting a shit-filled diaper into the job box because they won't move it. And one of these days they're gonna open that bad boy up. I hope it's mid-June. I'm playing chemical warfare with these guys.
But it's funny. That's how my boys from the neighborhood, like my one boy's from Logan, my other boys from Logan, from like Chew and Shelton, and I used to bring them digging Wendy's up at night. We used to do the plumbing at Wendy's, and like at nighttime we dig them up. And like they couldn't even look at like chewed wet food in the sink. They'd be grossed out.
That would fuck me
like
up.
everything grossed them motherfuckers out. You know what I mean? They were like, I can't even look at like chewed
These
food
black
in the
people?
sink. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
I know he grew up because he be naming streets. I'm like, he must grow up around a lot of black people.
It's so funny just saying Ogont's black.
Because he said uptown. Only black people say uptown. They don't say the actual neighborhoods.
Yeah, no.
They just say uptown.
But that's dude, they couldn't look at nothing. They were like, this shit. They would dig their balls off, cement, all that stuff. But as soon as like you started touching pipe, they both go outside. They'd be like,
that smell ain't no fucking joke.
That freaks me out. I mean, I've had to. We've talked about it a million times. I've had to clean out my plumbing in the basement because it's all fucked up. So I just get down there, tie a shirt around my face like Al Qaeda. Shout out Bin Laden. And I just fucking hand dig it out, dude.
Shout out to who?
Bin Laden. We were talking about him earlier.
I still think he's living, man. I think they torturing the fuck out of him.
Well, that's
maybe. He was old as fuck though. He can't still be alive.
He was tall.
All them motherfuckers you wouldn't know are like 88 years old.
They was toying with him.
Yeah.
They was like,
you think
fucking with him like they knew where he was at. Like, because they knew they did that helicopter shit. They got the helicopter that sounds like it's going away, but it's actually coming
real?
towards. Yes.
Damn. Yeah, that dude. Danny, were you outside yesterday when the fucking military helicopters flew over the house?
Yeah.
I was like, dude, imagine being in the hills of fucking, a little Taliban fort, and you see these guys pulling like, Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah, you should have seen the Polacks panicking.
Oh, yeah, a bunch of
on my block,
waterhead
like,
motherfuckers
I've been
running
down this road. That's not good.
It's no good.
I think that ICE shit is crazy though.
ICE? What are they doing?
Yeah. They were there. But I was with a couple dudes last night. They work in the fucking department and shit. They were like, we got their numbers. They gave their numbers to all of us. Like, they're like, get them. Like, we got ICE's direct hotline. Every cop in the city does.
They're horsing around.
Yeah.
I mean,
they're snatching people up, but like, it's like they'll round up a bunch of people. They don't really know who they're fucking grabbing.
Right.
But then there's still people bullshitting. Like, there's Mexicans using the shit to their advantage too. We had a dude who quit the school program, and he was like, my parents got deported and shit. And then somebody just saw him and his parents in like Home Depot, like, you lying motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like he beat the school for money. It was just like, whatever.
Oh, that's pretty tough, though. I like that.
He blamed it on deportation.
I hit a parlay in the hood. They got poppy stores that you can bet at Poppy store. I hit a parlay, went to go collect the next day. And they sent that motherfucker back. Bro, it was a $900
They're moving them around like priests to different poppy stores.
$900 ticket I hit, and I went there, and he was like, he gone. I said, gone where? He's like, they got him.
Damn.
I was like, y'all ain't got none. So what y'all shut down because he was like, that was his shit. I'm like, bro.
That's
independent. I wonder if the's any like really good sheetrockers snitching on the better ones.
Oh, probably, bro.
Like, Jose,
that dude's just definitely like, you know what I mean?
He's best taper in Philly. He's probably getting booted.
Yeah, I ain't fucking with nobody, bro. I ain't got time to be calling on nobody for nothing. Not for me.
That's what I was. We had the Amish guys out on my job site today or this week, and I'm like, they're
Amish work.
Those are our Mexicans.
I don't see them.
The Amish
you got
guys.
Amish people in your shit?
Yeah, well, the fucking Masons, dude, they're so good. They're such good. They're like unbelievable Masons, and they do like joinery, like wood joinery.
Oh yeah, but they do. They don't use power.
No, well, they have a power guy. They always have one meth head who drives them to the job site, and he starts all the power tools.
And they got
they can use it. They can't start
Mennonites are Amish people that can use whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, they're all different.
But remember the Amish Mafia? Remember that show that was on TV? They were Mennonites, the ones that they drove cars and shit like that. Yo, the midget. Remember the midget? Like, there's like the one scene.
You don't like nobody. You say fuck them.
Yo, the one
Ishmael do to you, man.
No, I'm not gonna be scared of no Amish guy. Fuck you.
There's some crazy scene I'll never forget. It's like, there's no way this is real. Just a midget Amish dude walking away from like two exploding buggies behind him. You know what I mean? And it's like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I mean?
He's not strong enough to carry that bomb.
Out of here.
Yeah.
But it's funny. They do got their little shit on lock. Like,
They do.
We used to go there when we were kids. That was like my pops would be like, "Yo, we're going to fucking Lancaster for the
They got
day,
the best
whatever."
chicken.
Yo, the best chicken, and it's small.
They got
it's
the
not.
best
It's
chicken,
actual chicken.
Yo, the chickens aren't this fucking big.
They're all not
like when
roided
you
up.
go to spots and the chicken's this big. That ain't right. You go there.
I said that shit.
You
man.
go out there.
A fucking wing shouldn't be the size of my hand, bro.
Nah, fuck that.
I don't like them too tiny though.
But that's the good ones.
Put a little steroids in there.
Yeah,
A little bit.
Yo, the best chickens got nothing on them. That's the best tasting chicken.
Damn.
When they're real thin and real skinny and shit when they
That's
cook.
some white shit, man.
Yeah, that's the best tasting chicken.
Need some seasoning on that motherfucker.
No, I'm saying more like more the
He's not saying
size.
raw chicken.
No, I thought you
Take
were
the feathers off and toast it, and I'll eat it.
I'm
Wash
saying
it
the
with soap.
size.
I
I'm saying the size.
I thought you were saying, yeah, don't put no seasoning. Put that salt and pepper in there. Put that Lawry's down. We don't need that
Yo,
shit.
you're judging right now.
Yeah,
You're
that's
judging.
fucked up.
You think I podcast with a raw chicken eater? Please.
Yeah, but I'm saying the size. That's the good shit. When I was doing a job in the house, and this fucking Jamaican lady was she was in there doing whatever she was doing, and I was talking to her because I talk everybody's ear off, and I was like, "Yo, She was like, "I've been here 2 years." I was like, "What do you miss the most about Jamaica?" She was like, "I don't know why all your chicken has like yellow in it." She was like, "The chickens in Jamaica don't have like yellow slime on them." She was like, "I miss the food in Jamaica. Realistically, she's like, all the shit you got here is chemically fucked up." You know what I mean? Because
You could tell the difference. Like if you go, say if you go to in Jamaica, KFC line be
Whams.
long as shit,
that
bro.
makes sense. Yeah.
I don't know what it is about it now. It's the king capital of fucking jerk chicken, but they going to the white man.
Yeah.
And
Listen, the general figured it out.
Yeah, the general wasn't just a white man; he was a man of the people. You know? And he's not even the general; he's the colonel.
The colonel, whatever. General's the Clarence.
I went right along with him. It's colonel.
Yeah, whatever. He figured it out.
What's a colonel? Is that Navy, right? You're a colonel if you're in the Navy. I don't fuck.
I don't know.
Air
It just
Force.
reminded me of, you ever see So I Married an Axe Murderer, and he's talking about the chick, he put a poison in it to make you crave it fortnightly.
But yo, that's the best shit in Lancaster. The Shady Maple Buffet has the best fried chicken I ever
keep
had.
hearing about this
We
shit.
went
Shady
there.
Maple.
Did
Y'all
they
went
go-
there. You
I've been there a bunch. I go to like plumbing meetings there and shit. I've been there with Dammy.
The capital of underbites.
It's
Fucking the
you don't
crew
want to
up
go when
there.
it's crowded. It kind of sucks. It's not like the best in the world. Like people build it up. It's a cool experience. It's like a quarter mile of buffet. But talk about people waiting on
said
a
a
check.
quarter mile?
Yo, that John is long
Yeah,
as
the
fuck.
dude is huge.
Yeah, but talk about people waiting on a check. Like
Oh,
the
dude.
most disgusting mountain people
You've
in the
never
world.
seen this many and one shorts.
Yeah, you get
It's
like
fucking crazy.
yo, and like elbowing you out of the way is shit. Like it's kind of like my wife hates it. My wife's like, this place fucking blows. But anybody who goes
married?
there, yeah, I've been married.
he said his bitch.
Yeah, that's what we call them, dude.
Yeah, that's my bitch.
We're cool guys.
I told the Uber driver last night, I was like, we had to get the Uber Black, we had to get the Big John because no one else was coming. And we got in, and the guy's like, "Oh, I drive PJ Tucker around." I was like, "Yeah, all right, name dropper." Like, fuck PJ Tucker, right?
PJ tucked his dick in your mouth. Shut up.
When we were going, I was like, I said my bitch, and he like looked at me. I was like, "Oh, that's my girlfriend, bro." I was like, "My wife's at home," and fucking, she smacked the shit out of me. She's like, "You're a dickhead." You know what I mean?
Oh, because he was talking. I thought he had like just a regular girl. I ain't know you.
No, I've been
Mother
I've
of
been
his
my
children.
bitch for 16 years, bro. Yeah. I got one chick.
Picked
you know
her
what I mean?
fresh right out of high school.
Yeah.
Perfect.
She was, it's a long story.
I get it.
That's your limitations
Yeah.
up.
So that's how he talk. He talk reckless like you. Like I said, where you at, bro? In the crib? Yeah, me and my bitches. Here. I'm like,
What? He called me yesterday because I was like,
I'm
what
like
time-
your bitches.
I was
I'm
like, what
don't you
time-
got a girl and a daughter? Yeah, my bitches. I'm like,
yeah, I got two of them.
Well,
now.
that's how this linked
just
up, right?
bossing me around.
I met him, knew him a little bit, but like really, like I said, was boys with them. And then him and Dubs are like, yo, we need these two degenerate motherfuckers in the same room. So far, so good, bro.
y'all should be crazy though. Y'all should be crazy.
Someone's got to do it.
Y'all definitely belong together.
Dude, speaking of Uber driver, I had a guy. Look at this guy motherfucker's name that picked me up last night. I had to go to. I did a comedy show on the fucking trolley for Punchline last night.
Cool.
My Uber driver's name, his name was Suck Deep. I was like this. I was pissed the whole ride. I wanted to ask him about. I had to put. I saw his name pop up, and I was like, Zoe was like, "Bring your AirPods."
The crazy
'Cause he
thing
was
is,
gonna
when
ask
he
him
pulled
about-
up, did you say suck deep?
Suck deep. I could go for a deep suck, boy. I don't know, man. Yeah, I had to do that trolley. Because you were saying you never did one, right?
So when I hit him up, he's like, "Yo, I'm about to start it back up." I think he said it started back up in May or March or around this between this time. He was like, "Just let me know the date." And I never got back to him, so I'm sure
they're
he
fun.
I'm sure he probably filled the dates already.
Yeah, you were on a trolley yesterday, right? Did I see that shit? That's
because sometimes I'm like, I did one last year. I did 2 last year. And the first one was good, and the second one they were not. They weren't my speed. You know what I mean? You say retard too quick, and then you're just stuck on a trolley.
But the
for
thing
45 minutes. Some lady was like, "I don't like you." I was like, "Fuck you." I was like, "I hate you."
Well, I like when I can piss people off.
Yeah.
If I perform and you don't like, I did my fucking job. Bitch, don't come to a show and expect me to be your friend. I'm not your fucking friend. You laugh or you don't laugh. Yeah. Now you want to take it there afterwards. I'm like, that guy right there. Now you're bothering me.
Yeah.
Go get your husband.
Well, she said that to me. She was like, "I don't like you." I was like, "I fucking hate you. Look at your husband. Just let me say it to you, pussy."
Well, that's another thing too. A motherfucker whose bitches talks crazy like that, like
she's giving him the business at home.
That's what I'm saying. Think about what he's dealing with.
Like I know,
of course.
You know what I mean?
He probably didn't want to come. She'd be like, "Let's go."
Yeah.
Dude, because last night the dude who went before me was a gay guy. And he was talking about getting fucked in the ass, and the girl. There was this. Pause. He was. He was talking about being
comedian.
Gay. Yeah.
Do I know him?
Yeah. He's a lizard-eyed motherfucker. He's just dead inside.
Because
I don't like him.
First of all, I didn't know. Like,
that's another letter, bro. He's gonna be like, he's watching. He's like, "I'm the lizard-eyed motherfucker."
Yeah, you know exactly.
And there's another letter.
He's just one of them guys I could talk. Like he'll start talking to you. I just gotta turn my head and walk away. I'm like, I can't do it.
Well, see,
there's some people I talk to, and if I've had 4 beers, I'm gonna start being mean. So I just tell myself to walk
when
away.
You just throw it out there, like just to say, "Yeah, I got fucked in the ass."
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's just crazy.
But it was so funny because I knew the crowd was cool because he's talking about that, and there's just some drunk bitch with her husband just taking selfies while he's talking about this. I'm like, these are gonna be my people. It's gonna be perfect.
Yeah.
You were talking about pissing people off. He was the guy I did the prison shows with.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
those guys they got cranky,
bro. Bro, they ain't. How can I explain?
The one in Chester, they were the crankiest one.
That one.
They were waiting to get
send you all these
out.
paperwork. Hey, you ever raped somebody? You ever think about raping somebody?
The paperwork was nuts.
Yeah, it was like really weird. Then it come. This is the ultimate one. You know anybody that been locked up?
Yeah, I was like, yes.
I said,
I'm out of fingers and toes, bro.
I wanted to say, are you fucking serious? I wanted to put down when we get there, they give you a life alert button.
He was saying that. Yeah,
they give you like that shit gonna work, and they say they give you one guard.
And the guard, dude, my guard was half my size, like 130 pounds. I'm like, I'm throwing you to the wolves.
I told this lady,
you're getting tossed.
I told the lady, I said, she like, what do you need from me? I said, I need a metal stool and a metal mic stand. She was like, what you need that for? I said, I always use it. It's
personal defense.
I was gonna fuck them up. I'm not going out like that.
You gotta
like, because once them Jones go clank.
Well, dude, remember?
Oh, we in it now.
They locked us. They locked us in, and he was like, "You guys okay?" Because he was like, "We've hired people, and they got here, and as soon as they got locked in, they were like, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it."
Yeah, you better be funny quick. You know what I mean?
Well, dude, because it's like a 10-minute walk to where we were doing the shows. You're in a basketball court with 300 fellas.
Yeah. And then the fucked up part was, once they all sat down, the lady came and said, if you didn't take your medication, bring your ass back. When I tell you 150 people got the fuck up to go take their medication, I said, all of them fucked up. This dude kept going like this and shit. I said,
there's a lot of head tapping.
Well, it's all dude that incarcerated life, bro. Like they're gonna give you medicine. Most people are like, shit, I'll take it. I got something.
I mean, you got to do that because you don't know you're gonna have a whole full-fledged riot on the end. But the crazy thing, the coolest guy was he was a sound guy. They had a stage. He was a sound guy. They had he was the DJ playing real music.
But he was an inmate.
Dude,
I
said, yo, what did he do? He was like, he got life. He killed his wife.
Nicest guy.
He's so cool.
But that's he's probably not a bad guy.
That's
he probably got caught in the heat of the moment. He probably got caught in the heat of the moment.
He's probably not a bad guy. Like
that's another thing. That's another thing. I be asking guys now, if you seen your wife getting drilled in front of you,
hey, dead.
That's. I don't want to stick the flag in the ground and say what'll happen, but I would legitimately lose it, and I always have a gun on me, right? So I'm just saying, for the most part, if I'm coming home from work, I'm strapped, right?
But you got kids though, right?
Yeah.
So you got to think of that first.
Nah, but would you, right? Would
Who are you
think of
killing?
that first?
Who are you killing? Me? I'm not.
My wife. My wife over the dude. The dude didn't do nothing. Like, he's getting pussy, right? My wife's titty out. She all right. Like, I'd fuck her too. So I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm just saying.
Hold the fuck.
I'm killing him.
My
She's
wife
watching him.
All right, here's the thing.
I'm more mad at
Say
my
if
wife.
she lived.
The betrayal.
Right? Say if she lived.
Look at how dead serious he is.
Betrayal. I couldn't take it.
He not budging. He not budging at all.
He had to move.
He not budging. All right,
He's gripping the shit
say
out
if
of
she lived, right? Say you just pop, like she riding. You come in, oh, pop, pop, both shoulders, right? And you think she dead. Now you in jail. She's still out smashing that a casualty of war.
Yeah, but she's limping or something, right? She got something fucked up. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
You
I'm
should
just saying.
the shooter in the pussy.
Yeah, or at least make it so that she got to fucking pee in a bag forever or something. You know what I mean? Yo, I'm just saying, my wife, the betrayal, I couldn't take the betrayal. I snuff.
And me'll fuck you up. Me, I don't. We let that shit go.
Yeah.
Well,
Hey.
I ain't saying all of us, because my man lit the house on fire.
Yo,
He ain't locked the door, but
worked
he
too
was like,
hard
all
on my
right,
house."
bitch, and went downstairs and lit the house on fire.
That's a tight move.
so it's funny. I got a arson in the family too, right? So, so one of my nieces' dads or whatever, he just in and out, can't stay out. I think he's been out. This is like his longest stretch, but he was out and he was messing with some girl and they were driving around, and my niece was like, Uncle Matt, she's like, I don't know if he lit that house on fire, but he lit that house on fire. Like, she was like, yo, yeah, he like ran up like something was happening with the bitch he was talking to, and there was a couch on the porch. Fucking torched the whole.
I get the whole.
You're just teasing an arson with a couch.
No, I get the whole concept, but you really pissed off at the moment. You're not even thinking. It's like the heat of passion.
Whatever.
So it was like you would just do. You don't give a fuck if it's cops out there. You would just.
Yeah, when you're really spazzing like that, it's a tough one.
Yeah, fuck right. And
Imagine you living with a girl and she cheat on you. You can't do shit because you live with her.
I can.
What you gonna do?
I mean,
you gonna do?
Listen, you're gonna have somewhere to live real soon if you handle it the right way. Like you gonna have.
Oh yeah, but you ain't gonna like your roommates.
Yeah, but
You ain't gonna like a roommate. You ain't gonna like the community that you're gonna be in.
No, but
if you do something negative in that house, you're not gonna like your roommates.
Yeah, some shit I'm cool going to jail for though. Like some shit, I'll survive.
You can go to jail over for your kids or your wife if somebody fucking with you.
Yeah, fucking right. Yeah,
but not if they knocking your wife getting knocked
I got
over.
home
I don't know. And again, I'm not planting the flag and saying I'm going to do anything. I don't know what I do, but I would assume that fit of rage, bro. You walking out, I'd lose my shit. You know what I mean?
You carry.
Yeah, all the time. Yeah,
Dude, yeah. If I come home and Zoe's getting piped at my house, they're dead. That's guaranteed.
Who, the guy?
Him, her.
I'd like to hope. I'd like to hope because I got a lot going on. Life's good that I'm cool, calm, and collected enough to walk out and just move on
If
with
you
my
come
life.
home fried,
I like
if
to
you
hope.
come home fucked up, like
Are you insinuating that this man would best me?
no, I'm saying you would go off more if you fried. Like if you really fucked up, like tequila.
I think I might be worse if I was. I don't know. I think my
it's such
temper
a
would be
hard
worse
thing.
sober.
Oh shit.
Yeah. If I'm drunk, I'd be like, listen, I'm going to get a Latina girlfriend and really bother the shit out of you. That's what I say to Zoe all the time. I am going to get, if you leave me, I would just get the baddest black bitch you ever seen and just bring it to all family parties. We're doing pickup.
Yeah, I always
long nails clinking out of the passenger window of the truck.
I always tell Tivy, bro. So I've never been on the internet and dated at all or nothing like that. Like I don't know shit about it. But I always say, dog, watch me holding a fish on fucking Twitter, dog. Like on one knee, scooping pussy up out there, holding a fucking fish.
That's what we. Hey, me and you would clean up. We'd be good.
Yeah, it would be a lot of pointless love for me though, dog. Once they figure out I got money and shit, it'd be that'd be toast.
We gotta hide it.
Yeah.
You own your own company?
Yeah, we have a couple companies and shit.
But if you looked at him, you'd be like, "Does he got money? Come on."
Yeah.
He's got a book bag cooler.
When he said I added addition to my house,
Yeah.
I knew he had money.
He's cooking.
Because black people, we don't do shit like that. What you do? We paint it.
You see that Escalade out front?
Yeah, we painted off that shit.
Yo,
We painted. Yeah.
So Drew worked with me the other day, and we did a job in West Philadelphia. And when he came in, I was like, wait, listen. I was like, the sounds of West Philly. And it was like, beep. Beep. I was like, yo, we're here, baby.
We did it.
We're here.
I saw because he dug all day and then tagged me in it, and I saw him on Friday, and I was like, dude, I know you had a bad day. He's like, for him to talk about it, I was like, I know you.
So I was sitting on the truck. I was like, we did the outside. I'm not here for the inside, Drew. I'm here for the outside.
Yeah.
So we piped in outside. We blew that shit out, beat the rain. He was inside with the dude Julio, and they dug up the floor and everything. And I'm sitting on the tailgate, and I'm smoking a cigar, right? I got them little cigars, and we're waiting for the inspector. And Drew comes out. Drew was like, yo, there's like probably like 40, 50 buckets of dirt in that basement. I was like,
you get to carry them.
I was like, use 2 buckets. He was like, all right, I get it. I was like, Drew, as long as you get that, I'm not coming in there to carry the buckets up them steps. Like, you know what I mean?
You're snipping the end of a cigar.
Yeah. But we worked hard as fuck outside. Like, we had to beat the rain.
Friday when that rain shit was crazy?
No, so the day before when we beat the rain, it rained like late in the day.
Yeah.
The one day where all day it was just like misty, we got to dig in and we blew the shit out.
Who that, Drew Montana?
Yeah.
He do the same work?
Nah, well, I bring him in, so he's like our he's our 6th man, bro. You know what I mean?
Off the bench, Aaron McKee.
It's just then he became fucking famous, bro. You know, so I can't get him all the time. He's like, yo, I'm going here, I'm going there. But yeah, I needed him Thursday because my girl's uncle flaked the fuck out. So I was like, yo, Drew, what's up?
Too busy lighting fires or some shit.
Nah, yeah, he's a motherfucker. Once we had him come work with us a little bit, my wife was like, don't do that motherfucker.
I fuck with Drew.
Drew's the man.
Yo, and he works his balls off. Like, he's like, all the guys like him. And it's easy for me because he's like, I don't want to be a plumber. Mm-hmm. He's like, I just want some bread. And if I got a day off, he'll do whatever. But like, there's no pressure for me to keep Drew working.
Right.
It's like coming for 3 days this week. I'll see you in 2 weeks.
You got to bring in the digger.
That helps.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That makes it a little easier for me. You know, he ain't asking for no bullshit.
Dog, you gotta come. You gotta come. I'm gonna get you to do me and Drew's new show where we had QR codes on the table and you scan the QR code and then fill out a questionnaire about the comedian on stage and you get to talk shit to them.
The crowd.
The crowd does.
See, this is cool when they talk shit on here.
Yeah.
I will fucking love it.
Yeah.
I would have a whole bottle of tequila, and I wish the fuck you would.
and that's the thing when you can see them on here, they get away with a little bit, right?
Yeah, because they behind the joint. But when you live like that, it's a good interaction. Like it's all fun at the end of the day. Like you can't be sensitive. Like comedians, you really can't. We can dish it. A lot of people can't take that shit.
Well, that's Danny. Danny was there, and I was like, "Listen, I'll take whatever you got to say." And then one person said something. I was like, "Fuck you, bitch! Shut up."
Well, you guys, I had a little money dispute this week with somebody. And it's funny, you guys probably get the same thing because you put yourself out there on the internet and shit like that. People treat me way different when I'm standing in front of them, bro.
Oh, dude.
Like, people talk a lot of shit, and or like even like with money and stuff, contractors. I went to the dude's shop, paperwork, like, yo, what's up? He was cool as a motherfucker, bro.
When I was standing there. Special handle hanging
well, not even that. But then, like, then a couple months later, he's tough guy on text messages. And I was like, just so you know, I'm going to drive by there every day. I see you. I'm not going to text with you. I'm not going back and forth with this, but every day I'm going to drive by where you're at. I know where you're at, and I'm going to get out, and we're going to talk about this. And I'm just letting you know. And then all of a sudden, it was like, checks in the mail. You know what I mean?
How often do y'all do the show?
We're doing once a month now. Next line is like once a month.
What's the next one?
I don't know. I gotta figure it out. I think. Wait, Drew actually sent me all the things because Danny was there. We need a retarded guy on the podium. I think we're gonna get Lemaire's brother.
Yeah, I don't know his brother.
Sit up, dude. You never met him?
I know the mayor, but I don't know.
What did you say, Danny?
Jabreeze. So perfect.
Dude, he's the
That's
guy.
his name?
Because he'll laugh on stage. Yeah, you never heard a cool black guy's name? John? You know, a Catholic name.
But Jabreeze sounds bottom of the barrel. Yeah, that sounds like
John Phillips sounds like a nice white Catholic electrician.
That's why I love when I like if I submit something, they think I'm white.
Yeah.
John Phillips, so they see me, they be like, yeah.
And Tracy Morgan popped up with these motherfuckers.
Yeah. I didn't expect this kind of John Phillips to walk in. You know what I mean?
That's why I ask for deposits, man. When I do shows a lot, I ask for deposits because yesterday my show got canceled the day before. Like I said, I was supposed to have a show. It got canceled Friday.
Damn. So what's the deposit? Like 10%, 20%?
It could be whatever you
Black
want.
shows,
Yeah.
I try to tell every white comedian, I'm like, I wish you were funnier. Because you do black shows, you get cash out $50 like 3 months before the show.
Yeah.
And the amount of DJ texts you get, what do you want to come up to? I'm
They
like,
kill me with this
who
shit.
knows what Future's going to come out with by the time we have this show?
Right.
It could be, it's 3 months
So they make
away.
you jump on early. How long you been a comedian?
In August, it'll be 13, 14 years.
Oh, damn. So, you got stretched.
Yeah.
That's I do this shit, but
I do it full time now, so it's not like I don't have no real fucking like. This is what I do.
Because you used to be a Septa driver.
Yeah,
right?
I used to be a Septa driver. Yeah.
oh, sweet. Yo,
I used to be a Septa driver for 13 years.
You must have been the worst.
Did you get anything? Did you get like a 10-year pension or anything?
No, I got a pension. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. You got a 10-year joint. Yeah.
But I used to be fucked up though. I used to be an asshole on the bus. Man.
No way.
Well, I mean, the city gets to you, bro. It's even like
I would be
anything with the anything working with the public.
Yeah, the city gets to
you.
Yeah,
Yo,
fucking right.
Pepper Dongs. The next one's June 12th. Room Thursdays.
I always sympathize a little bit with cops that are jerk offs. Like some of them, you could tell right away.
Put me on that, John.
Yeah, I got you.
Some of them, you could tell right away. You're like, yo, you just got picked on your whole life. You never been in charge of nothing but that squad car. You're a jerk off. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But every once in a while, like some of these dudes are good regular dudes, and it's like the city just gets to them. Like this
Dude,
shit, granted, you sign up for it, but the same thing. You sign up to be a bus driver. The city gets to you, man. This city, day in and day out.
As soon as you open the door,
I don't even.
Bitch, where you been?
Yeah. I beef with
what?
I beef with Septa bus drivers. They try to take 2 lanes. I'm not having it. I'm squeezing them out.
See, this is the thing I like about me being a bus driver. Yeah. I will always pick the bus that got the most paint marks on the sides.
Yeah, because I'm denting it.
I'm like, that's a Honda Accord.
I would go nose to nose with you.
I'll just let them know that's a Honda Accord right there. You want your Toyota fucked up because if you crash into me, it'll take me 15 minutes to get another bus. It will take you 2 weeks to 3 to get that fucking car fixed.
Yeah, true. Yeah, because you're dealing with, you're like, this ain't my money, bitch.
But now they shooting at the buses, so now I got to,
shooting at the buses.
And on it. Like,
it's wild.
The guy got in a fight with these young boys and shot
all young boys.
3 of them, and then the lady.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean,
he ain't talking no more. What'd you say? Flap, flap.
Somebody needs to start, like, I don't know, that should be like community outreach. Like, if you guys are going to be shooting people up, at least train a little bit. You know,
right? Hit the person that you
go to a fucking.
I don't want to be on a bus and go bow. Yeah, I'm fucked up because
I'm already mad. I'm on the bus.
Right.
They're closing their eyes and shit when they're shooting. You can see it.
Yeah,
bro. Yeah.
The whole sideways
and then they that shit kick and they don't know how. Yeah.
And not even on like the 1990 sideways shit.
13-year-old arms.
You don't see like that. 90s LA shit. That's back in the day. But you see them up here. Like when they shoot like this, and the gun's way above your head. And I'm not no fucking marksman, right? But I at least know anything I want. It should be in front of me, right?
Right.
Yeah, they're way up here when they shoot. It's crazy. And they let them all go. They never just shoot once or twice. They let them go. They take their chance. If you're going to catch it, you might as well let them rip, right? But they're all so young. Dude, I say this shit all the time. I'm in the neighborhood every day. You see a bunch of fucking 30-year-old black dudes on the corner, fucking Puerto Rican dudes, whatever. If they're all 30, they're cool. They ain't fucking with you. I'm scared of 15-year-olds, bruh. Like, I'm scared of 15, 16-year-olds. Like, they're the kids that are shooting up. They're young as fuck. They're impressionable as fuck. But when the corners are cool because it's just a bunch of old heads and shit. Yeah. Wherever you're at, like, they're chilling. But them fucking young bulls, man.
Dude,
they scare the shit out of me.
They walking around wearing the hospital mask. Not even a whole shiesty man. They just,
if you see a dirty hospital mask, like that guy's no good.
He's in the stupid shit.
And the one hand in the pocket drives me nuts.
You can't even get
Why is your one hand always in your pocket, young man? That's what I'm looking at. Like nobody ever headbutted you to death, right? You gotta look at people's hands, and they fucking walk around.
I almost got mugged.
You know what I mean? One hand in the tuck. I hate that shit.
I almost got mugged by a guy outside of. I came home from Punchline hammered. And we met on the corner. Like I was coming around we had a parking garage and there was a fence and I heard footsteps and I popped up and the guy had his hand in his pocket. He's like, run your pockets. And I was like, what? I pretended like I didn't hear him. I headbutted the guy, knocked him the fuck out.
Oh shit.
And I knew he didn't have a gun. There was no way. I was like, you would put it on.
You would put, yeah.
There's no way. And he didn't see me before we ran into each other. So I think he was like surprised.
But you could act crazy when they come up. You could just be like, start barking like, I told this nigga not to. Yeah, you gotta act. You gotta act when they come into it. If you don't have shit on you, or just start fucking them up.
I was just going for it. When I saw the size of them,
you could drop them because they're kids. Like if I punch, I'm a grown man. Like and there's like different strength. Like I have that fucking. I always say, like, you might be able to bench press more than me, but I'll carry this couch further. Like, I've been fucking digging holes and shit. Yeah. That grown man strength.
Let me see you move a wheelbarrow.
You would knock one of them kids out if you caught him right away. But they shoot your ass, bro. If you don't knock him, if he stumbles back and he gets enough time to pull the strap out, he's going to be like this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You see the shit every fucking day. And there's a cat. That's what's craziest. You're always gonna get caught, dog. There's a camera.
That's a new thing now. They were just talking about. There's a camera everywhere. There's a camera
literally everywhere.
Where they even got AI cameras where they detect if something like
the flash the heat of a gun.
It'll automatically alert the police to come to wherever that is right now.
I mean, eventually,
you still want to do goofy shit. These motherfuckers just dumb.
There's a dude who. acted crazy with some girl in a Macy's bathroom. I think he fucking like raped her and shit with like a fake knife or something. But it was like
saying raping somebody's acting crazy.
Yeah, but because I don't know the whole story, right? I don't know the whole story. I wasn't there, allegedly, right? But a friend I know who's a special victims dude, he said, yo, we watched him leave the Macy's in Center City and go all the way to West Philly.
Yeah.
He's like, you can watch. We can watch. He's like, we can watch you guys go from one end of the city to the other and never lose you on camera.
Yeah.
Like it's nuts. You know what I mean? It's like, so why would anybody commit crime?
I'm always shocked like every guy you see, like they're like, we're looking for the shooter, and he has the most like loud outfit. You would think if you're gonna go out and shoot
never
somebody,
changed.
it's
I
like
remember I seen
Balenciagas.
gun, and then the gun, they never get rid of it.
Nah,
this gun got so many bodies on it.
Yeah.
They be like,
dog, throw it in a river. We have multiple rivers.
They lift that mattress up. Is this the same gun that killed Taheen? You be like, huh?
No. And they link you to like 10 things. You should have it. Look, do what you want, but you should have a new gun for every crime, kids.
If you're listening out there,
you should have a new gun every time you do something.
He said, you seen what did he say?
What did he say? You seen what?
Black pastor who had snatched shites off teenagers' heads.
No, but I like that.
I followed one dude in Baltimore. He's always on the street, fucking with the young boys, like trying to get them to like stop shooting each other, shit. But he's snatching shites off heads. There's one dude I follow on Instagram.
Is that who he talking about?
I don't know. I don't know.
Shiesty snatch is nice. Not even just city cameras. You got a ring camera. Yeah, ring cameras. Dude, ring cameras when that plane crashed in
Northeast?
Yeah.
When a couple was coming home?
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, when they were like walking up to the front
the one
door.
lady and who the couple coming in the door. That's crazy. The one person just passed like not that long ago.
Yeah,
like, made it a while.
Wow.
I think it was a chick. She got all burned up and shit. She was in like a car. Yeah. But I was talking to somebody. It was a customer. They said, yo, there was like a chest on the roof across the street, like a foot with a boot in it. Like they said that was crazy. You know what I mean? She was like when they pick up shit like forensics or whatever. And she said, like, yo, I've been forensics 20 years. This shit was wild.
Yeah.
She was like perfect. She said it was a perfectly manicured hand.
He got some cool ass friends. You know what I'm saying? He said,
SVU, we got a morgue lady.
Yo, I'm around, bro.
Yeah, he got some cool ass people in the circle, man.
Retards or carpenters.
That's what I'm around, bro.
That's what's up, bro.
I need a good cop friend.
Dude,
I got all cop friends.
Yeah, they're cool. They're cool for a stretch. I don't want to be somewhere where there's nothing but like 30 Jeeps with Punisher logos on them. Like that's too much, right? Like sometimes it's like there's just too much going on right now to be. This ain't for me because I'm like a weed head and I'm always saying some shit.
TV show, the American Kingstown.
That's too much. But my couple boys, my couple homies, and then they got friends that I met. And the plumbing shit, like I don't shut the fuck up about. How many times have I said it on this podcast? I've been that way 20 years, so. I find myself in a lot of places, you know what I mean? But
you connected, is that union?
I'm not union. No.
But you got connects all over, though.
All over. All over the city.
Yeah.
One end or the other.
They fucking, what was I just about to say? You said cops. Oh, dude, my one boy, Craig, his sister married a cop. And he was like a state trooper dickhead. So every time you're fucked up, he starts doing sobriety tests on you to like horse around. I'm like, I drove here. Leave me the fuck alone.
I'm 2 for 2, brother. I passed 2 sobriety tests, fucked up, both of them.
I failed the shit out of mine.
Yeah, I'm 2 for 2.
I failed my ankle with a nice DUI. You got a DUI too?
Yeah.
That's what's up,
innocent. I got off on mine.
You
got off on yours?
Yeah. Shout out Joe Kelly.
The judge?
Nah, fucking
the lawyer. Yeah, you paid.
Oh, I thought the judge Kelly, because it's a whole bunch of them.
Nah, because I didn't even they tried to do my field sobriety. I was like, no, I'm not doing it. And he was because he
white, man.
Yeah,
I was spazzing, and then
they caught the shit. They caught the shit. Man, I was in Jersey.
Nobody's safe in Jersey.
I was looking at titty pics, and I was just like, not titty pics, but the girl.
You on the gram?
The girl was sending me. The girl was sending me like titty joints, and I just looked.
You can't cross state lines trying to get pussy.
Yeah, Jersey's great.
I was at a show. I was leaving the show. It was me and Talent.
Didn't you tell me this? Didn't you have your shoe off driving?
Yeah.
You didn't want to crease your shoes.
Yeah. On my driving shoe, I had some shoes. I didn't want to crease them, and they were like, get out the car.
Who was with you?
Comedian. Shout out to Talent, comedian from New York.
Who's that?
He's Talent.
Talent.
Black Talent. His first name Talent.
Yeah, that's it. It's just Talent.
Yeah, he's the man.
But they called me and it was like, they were like, boop, and I said, yo.
You didn't tell me this.
Wake up, they got us. He said, what?
He was sleeping.
Wake up, they got us.
He's sleeping. You're looking at tits with one shoe on.
In Jersey, you cannot fuck around in Jersey.
The fucked up part was to get your car back, you have to take another test.
You have to take a sobriety test while you're getting the car out?
To get the next day.
One?
The next day when you go.
Suck a dick.
The next day when you go get the car, yeah. But when we was in the hotel, when we woke up the next day, I was like, damn, I gotta go get the car. And Tyler was like, we was at the bar. He's like, you want a drink? I said, I have to go get. He was dead fucking serious. It was me.
I wouldn't think nothing.
It was me and Mark,
like,
him, and Mark Curry. Hang on, Mr. Cooper.
Yeah.
We all was at the bar, and he was like, "You sure you don't want to drink?" I said, "Man, fuck y'all, bro. I didn't want to be on stage. No, I didn't want to be looking at liquor UI class, and they put your glasses on that you got caught with. You got to walk around the class and not bump into shit."
Wait, they put drunk glasses on you? How's that? Is it?
Bro, I said I was not this fucked up.
There's no way.
That's crazy.
Bro, I want to do that for game night. What the fuck is that?
That fly, yeah, he's killing.
Well, yeah, I've been seeing him. That's why I put my glasses on. I didn't want to see it.
But yeah, so I got one coming home. We were all in bathing suits. It was late as fuck.
Yeah,
it was at the end.
You get pulled over in a bathing suit.
It was at the end of my block though, and I was like, "Dog, I live right there."
Mm-hmm.
And then he looked back. He saw my 2 kids sleeping. I was like, "You don't want to deal with that shit." He was like, "All right,
damn,
get the fuck." Yeah, but I was like right there. And then we were in the Outer Banks. If I told us on here before, fuck you guys. But we were in the fucking Outer Banks, and I was at a wedding. They're watching the wedding. We're at like an outdoor wedding. I'm shotgunning beers. We're acting nuts, and thank God I was smart enough to like realize what was happening. So I'm the fucking driver for everybody to drive 3 miles up the road in the Outer Banks just to the hotel. So we walk over, everybody's wasted. My brother-in-law Paul, my nephew Devin, everybody's fucking hammered. My wife, putting them on, and my brother-in-law's a fucking career Navy guy, Norfolk police officer and shit, and he's the drunkest of all of us. So I'm putting them all in the car. I hear keys jiggling. Mm-hmm. I look up. There's cops standing in between 2 cars. So I walked up to them. I was like, yo, can I help you? Like, what you doing, right? They're like, you about to drive that car? I was like, yeah, I'm cool. I was like, I'm about to drive everybody home. They're like, you'll pass a field sobriety test? And now I knew I had them, so I was like, just give it to me. Because what are you going to do? You didn't see me drive shit. Like, I'm good.
Run it.
Dog, they called the John over. I said to the lady, I said, yo, babe, I practice in the living room. I stood on 1 foot. I touched my nose and shit like that. They were like, all right, well, we got a breath thing for you. They came over. I blew that shit. They were like, oh, shit, he passed. Yo, I was drinking all night. Dude looks at me. He goes, don't hit no deer.
Fuck, are you drinking through your ass? That shit.
Yo, I don't know how the fuck I did it. And when I got in, my brother-in-law, they're like, yo, how the fuck? I was like, yo, confidence, baby. I just blew confidence right into that joint. Because I wasn't worried about nothing. I mean, that obviously has nothing to do with it. But I was like, fuck it, I'll blow in this thing. Like, you didn't see me drive nothing. But they were like, oh, shit, he passed, bro.
I think I got in trouble because we had the tequila. Fucking Marshall Brandon, comedian from New York, he opens up for Dave Chappelle. He had this old-ass bottle of tequila in his trunk. It's summertime. We was drinking this tequila hot as hell. That's what got me the DUI.
Piping hot. You think it was the hot tequila?
Yeah.
If it was chilled, it wouldn't have got you?
I think it was. Yeah, well, I'd be out of that shit.
Because when I got mine,
tequila. It was in the car and the fucking near the tire in the trunk. That shit had no. Yeah, man.
Yeah. The night I got mine, I was drinking fucking Heinekens and Jameson, so I knew I stunk. And I had wrestled my cousin.
But you got off though.
Well, I got off in court. I didn't get off that night.
They took you to jail.
Yeah.
Yeah, they took me to jail.
Yeah. And I did. Yeah, it was tough. And I had rug burn on my head because I was wrestling my cousin at Helium.
Yeah, so you look like shit.
Yeah, so I was like 30. I was like, I knew what it was as soon as it happened.
Helium, bro. You can get fucked up there, man.
Well, dude, yeah.
And the bartenders, once they realize you're like in with the crowd,
they fucking
just let loose on you. And now they like kind of know me a little bit. So every time I go there, I'm like, dude, I leave here fucked up. We went and saw Tata at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Yeah, she opened for that fucking dude, that motherfucker on the internet with the beard who goes in the supermarket and talk shit.
Febo.
No. He's
Funny Marco?
He's a skinny dude with a beard and a dumb fucking haircut. He's a black dude. And he goes into supermarkets and
he like fucks with people.
And he like fucks with people in the supermarket.
I forgot. I know.
It's not Funny Marco. Right?
Nah, it ain't Marco.
But anyway, so
was it recently?
Yeah, this is recently.
It was like what was that? Last summer?
No, this was like
some shit.
This was a couple months. I mean, 5
I remember because it was sold
ago.
out, and he was like, "You give me tickets." I was like, "Yeah." And I talked to Brad and sent him there, and Brad's like, "This guy keeps trying to give me money." I'm like, "He does that."
He said, I gave him $50 one time. That was it. I went up and I was like, I shook his hand with a $50 bill. He was like, nah, bro. I said, dude, don't worry about it. I said, like, you got me a seat. Like, you got me 2 seats, like,
Brad's
up front, dog. Like, you were sold out.
Yeah,
so, but we went and saw Tata, then we saw that dude, whatever. LeVar, his name seems LeVar, maybe. But we went and saw that dude, and it was 4 o'clock in the afternoon. We left there. I was like, yo, I'm fucking wrecked.
Bro. Oh, that was not too long ago. The guy, he has braids.
Braids, yeah.
I don't know what the guy's name is.
Kobe was on the show.
Yeah.
And Ken Jones was on the show.
Yeah, but we left. We were like, damn, we are fucked up. It's daytime.
Well, dude,
now.
it's Hank. Hank will do that, and I'm like about to go on stage, and I'm like, just give me a regular drink, because I'll be halfway through my set. I'm like, I'm fucking blacked out. It's crazy.
I told Naeem about that shit. He was in a competition. I said, Naeem,
thank you, John.
I said, don't get fucked up, yo. And then next thing you know,
he was fucked up.
He got fucked up. And I said,
Naeem walked up there, he's just looking around for 30 seconds.
That shit. I think I'm on their schedule. I'm gonna go hit fucking Do-Rag and the Deer.
Hell yeah, do it.
I love they joint too, bro.
Yeah, they're funny as shit.
Yeah.
Last time Naeem was out, he was I don't know if he was sick or no. He said he was being corny. He was just sitting in a chair.
After Danny show?
Yeah, but he said I got drunk during the day, and then did stand up. He's like, now I'm just like I'm hungover. It's fucking 8 o'clock at night. Like he just looked like shit.
Yeah.
But usually he's a fun motherfucker to hang out with.
I think I got white people fucked up. When I was in Atlanta, they make Hennessy margaritas.
Oh,
so we drank that, tailgated, went to the the Falcons game. They played the Redskins. I was, what you call them, Commanders or some shit?
Yeah.
Redskins is
I was sitting in the section. I said, fuck them. I turned around. The whole family was like, who you talking to? I said, I'm talking to all y'all.
Are you a Falcons fan?
No, but I was. Somebody from the Falcons gave me tickets, so I thought I was representing and shit. I don't give a fuck about none of their teams and shit, man.
Atlanta's really playing to the crowd down there with Hennessy fucking margaritas.
Bro, I said, and then we got fucked up after that, and then I had to go to a comedy show after that, and then we go to a strip club after that. And one thing they said, he's like, I give it to you, man. You still standing. I said, I'm running on fumes.
I've done it many a time. That where you're drinking all day and then you have to go do a show. You're like, I need to buckle up.
Yeah, that's how Naeem seemed last time we were out. So fucking, next time I'm so pissed I'm missing Pittsburgh, bro.
That's all right.
Yeah.
Who's in Pittsburgh?
We are.
All them motherfuckers.
We hit an hour. We hit an hour. You're gonna stay for the Patreon? We'll do one more hour.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What do you got to promote? What you got?
I ain't got my shit.
Besides June
17th.
Besides June 17th.
Oh,
you're booked.
I thought it was the 12th.
Or whatever I said. June something. Oh yeah, it's June 12th. My bad. I'm bad with dates. Also, we got to promote. Is it June 7th? 8th?
June 8th is the show. June 7th is the tailgate.
We're doing a tailgate meetup. Pittsburgh Pirates versus fucking Phillies.
They're going to PNC?
Yeah,
right?
Yeah, Pittsburgh. Yeah.
I just went up there.
Hell yeah.
It's a cigar joint called Burn.
Oh yeah.
And they do comedy shows there.
We're doing. I
actually think I was there when I was in Pittsburgh.
It's down the street from the stadium.
Yeah,
it's called Burn. Yeah.
Because we smoke cigars all the time.
Yeah. It's called Burn. Yeah.
But
I'm actually I don't know how to plug anything.
What you got?
I'm going to that chick Tuesday, New York.
Oh yeah,
Shannon. Shannon. What's it called? What's the show called?
The Thing Is.
The thing is. I'm going to do The Thing Is Tuesday.
Yeah. I'm gonna be up there. I can't do comedy days off.
Nah, I just go on. I'm just starting to go on podcasts. I just do podcasts.
Oh, this is
This is your first solo trip.
This is my first solo trip, and I was like, I don't know how. So it's my first solo trip.
Your wife letting you go?
So I'm bringing my bitch, my 2 kids. We're going to see the Statue of Liberty. Yo, I was like, Shannon. The
bitch and the piglets.
Yo, Shannon was like, Wednesday, Zach's schedule change. You can't do the Zach show. So I was like, yo, Shannon, I said, the day this shit feels like I have a job, I'm quitting. I got enough jobs. I was like, so I'm bringing the kids. I'm bringing my wife. She was like, I'm so happy you're cool with it. She said, most people would have bitched about it. I was like, dog, we're going to go see the Statue of Liberty. We're going to eat some pizza in New York. My kids are going to enjoy themselves.
Go look at what Osama bin Laden did.
Yeah.
The memorial.
I can't go to that shit.
And then,
I ain't trying to, I want to see the Statue of Liberty. I don't want to see, I want to
go there.
So what you can do is you could do the tour.
I want to do the ferry.
Yeah, you could do not the full one. The full one costs more, but you could do the half when it goes to there and it comes right back.
So we got the John that we're not going in it. We're just going there like the half tour. The full tour, you go up the John.
Right.
I more want to see Ellis Island. Hell, I'm from a bunch of fucking Europeans, dog. They all came here. I got Jew heritage and shit. I want to see that.
It used to be 5 cents to cross the Staten Island joint. The ferry, the first boat was 5 cents. I'm telling you that now. They're gonna tell you that.
What's it
now? Shit. I don't know what it
My
is.
wife paid for it. I don't know what it was, but she got an appointment. Like she's on it. So
You got wife with money.
yeah.
Shit.
Well, no, she ain't got no
They
fucking
the
money.
white Cosby.
She got
white Cosby.
She got my money.
Okay.
Yeah, we were in business together. So
Hell yeah. But yeah, we did an hour. We're gonna pop on the Patreon, dude. Patreon.com/fostercare. Come see us in Pittsburgh. Come to me and Drew show. We're doing June 12th, June 12th, July 10th, and
Where's it at?
August 24th at Next in Line. Suck our dicks from the back.
Okay.
John will be on it. I forget who else. I think we're getting Del Calo and a couple other people. Come and talk shit to us, dude. We had a Patreon guy that listens to this.
That
Mikey.
guy's fucking nuts.
Yeah, he's the best. But we'll see you on the Patreon in like 10 minutes, right? 5-10 minutes. Peace.
Word.